Hello and welcome to the Distro Hopper, and today we have the Distro Hopper and the Fishy case of CachyOS. I'll admit at the start I had no idea what theme to go to with CachyOS, so I thought like fishing theme, and I've got a great game to connect to that theme, so let's go. As always, we'll start off with the installer. We'll press on launch. It'll take a small bit of time to get itself going. As you can see, it already adopts the KDE theming from the start, but there is a catch to that, which we will get to in due time. It'll kick off in German because I am in a German country and it detects that. I will switch it, however, to Great British English in it. I'll probably quit with the accents. Either way, we got that going. The time zone and all that is detected. The keyboard layout is, however, Austrian version with no dead keys. And you can now set up what boot manager you'd like. Grub, the old classic, or systemd, or whatever. So we'll just go with grub and we'll move on. I will erase the disk as usual. And this is where the catch comes in. Even though the theming is first off based on KDE, you can now choose Plasma, which is the KDE, Budgie, Cinnamon, Cosmic, Hyperland, anyone that you'd actually like. I will go for the Plasma desktop. And you can then set up, everything that you want, read through, have a look. Some of that is going to be important, so it's worth spending a bit of time only on that. We will set in the details as in hopper and hop. This time we'll not go hopo. And this is where it becomes a little bit interesting. Like usually I would unclick that, type in my password, but the problem is if you don't have a password there, what you see is the password is too short. Catchy will force you to put in a local account password, which you will type in at the start, but not really. So we'll do that. We'll go hopper, repeat it, and use the same one for both. Now this was a make or break thing for me, as I do not appreciate having to type in a password to just get into my personal computer at home. But like it is with all things Linux, you can actually disable that, and we're going to get to that as well. Doesn't take a second, and then we're all good. And while we're on the subject of CachyOS and the theming and stuff, I'm going to make waves by having a lot of boat puns. because there's that. I really love puns, bro. But anyway, if it's not your thing, then you can tune out for those, but whatever floats your boat, mate. So I'll pause the fast forward here for a second and just show that Catchy installs the needed drivers for CachyOS already as part of the installation. This is one of the more lengthy installations. I mean, we're coming up to 17 minutes at this point already, which is that's almost Windows, bro. But yeah, there's a lot that it's figuring out. A lot of the stuff that it talks about on the installer screenlet here is not relevant for anybody that wants to just put it up and try it out. I mean, there was something about root earlier, change root, and if you're just getting into this stuff and you're not familiar with anything Linux or whatever, you're not going to know what any of that means. Good, and that's done. That took a little bit longer than usual, but we'll restart it and we'll be right back. And we have the Fishy Catchy logo. So, like I said, it'll start by asking your password. You'll type it in the first time and we'll immediately disable that because it is tedious, and I'm sorry, but I'm not doing it, bro. We'll do that first once it loads our taskbar. As usual, we go to the settings and we'll scroll down to the login screen, which now does not add the STDM to it. Automatically log in as user Hopper. It'll ask you for your KDE wallet settings. Once you click apply, it'll ask you to put in your password, and then that's done. No more password at the start of your install. Now, in the previous videos I've gone through all of these settings. I'm not going to go through that in this video. To make it a bit shorter, we'll just go straight to install apps. And you'll see there's the popular applications. The irony is, if you go through there and games, popular applications are things like Super Tux, Super Tux card, which which to be fair is kind of popular on if you're like an old hat Linux dude, but come on, man. We don't see Steam, we don't see Heroic, we don't see any of the things that you actually need as a gamer. So we'll go instead to the repo, and over there you'll see there's a whole bunch of stuff that looks more like files than anything else, but that is where you'll go for Steam. Type it in, press enter, and there we go. Install that. Yes, yes, yes. As per usual on Linux, you have to type your password everywhere because it's your system, but it's going to be as secure as it can be. Press enter or yes, and it'll retrieve those packages. I'll also immediately install OBS because that helps me clean up the video a little bit. Mainly because I'm not a good video editor and I don't know how to separate yet my audio track from my visual track, so I'm doing it the dumb edition. We'll go to OBS, and usually if you look for anything you'll find it in here. Is OBS already installed? It might even be. Nope. OBS Studio. I derped out there for a second as it goes. At least you only have to do this for every program that you have to install. And there we go. And there we go. Good, so we'll gun up Steam. You'll find it obviously under games. Steam there. It's gonna throw the big ass logo in the top there, which I'm gonna actually show you something new this time as well as I try, which is how to change the sizes of the icons in KDE. It's kind of useful. While we're waiting for Steam to gun up, we'll just go right click on the desktop, go to icons and icon size. I like mine tiny, or actually I don't like icons on my desktop whatsoever, but you do you, bro. Because I always install twice, once to make sure that I know what the hell I'm talking about and once to actually show it off. I didn't have any problems with Steam running, so I think that might be because I haven't restarted it yet, which is what I did differently last time. There we go. That took a bit of time. Always the first time. She's a shy lady. I guess that's what's fishy. Good, and as soon as this pops up, I'm going to quickly restart the PC, gun up OBS, and start recording from the laptop itself. Good, so we're back on Steam. I've taken the liberty to already install the runtimes and all that, because we don't need to see that in all the videos. We'll go today to the library and we will be installing Dredge, which is a lovely little game. For those who don't know, Dredge is all about fishing. Catchy, a lot of fishy. I'm never going to lift that one off. Basically, Dredge is a fishing game where you go out with your fishing trawler or little boat or whatever you want to call it, and you just go and catch a lot of fish. But it's actually not about that. It's a Lovecraftian horror, which while you're doing this whole fishing expedition gameplay loop, we're exposed to a lot of different characters and events that just nail down that absolute Lovecraftian horror theme, which is so good. This heavy undercurrent of dread and tension in what's supposed to be a nice little relaxing fishing game. It's very, very well put together. And which brings me to the next point. It is rated as overwhelmingly positive on Steam for good reason. Currently, I've got a bent that I just try and play as many overwhelmingly positive Steam games as I can. And this is one of them. I definitely recommend it. Give it a shot. I'll show you how it runs after this. It's really easy, really small, really nice. And let's go. So currently it's nighttime. We're going to sail around a little bit. It's not the best to show this game off in this state, so I'll quickly try and move over to some sunnier and more colorful climates, which might just get me killed. Well, this is what I do for you guys. I get myself killed. You've got a tension meter at the top. That roving eye that you see in the top is your panic meter, or your basically your character goes into a bit of panic at night because he doesn't see stuff and he goes a bit nuts. And yeah, the more panicked you get, the more stuff might happen. There's a fishing spot right there. Not going to fish right now. What I want to do is get to a dock with a little bit more color around it, and I'll probably just skip time to give you guys a little bit of a view on how the game looks visually when it's daytime at least, and then I'll call it a day. So the eyes that we see is his panic level is now appropriately high. That weird shit might actually start happening, but we're almost at our destination, so it should be alright. What could possibly go wrong, eh? Good, and now you can also see kind of what the game looks like. It's very arty. It's very... it's a beautiful game. And I'll quit out of that for now. Good, so that's CachyOS for you. Thank you for watching, and hope it's been informative. Have a great day.
Mayday, mayday.
God damn, that was a wrong f***ing game. Today's game is Tuxfishing.